Ketchup and crisps.
Right, I'm going. Right. Oh. Who would do that? Ooh.
Dan can do this one.
You're scary enough.
Was it the eye?
That's what you do.
Yeah.
For being absent.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, just someone's letting in.
All right. I haven't been here for a while. I've been busy. Everyone schedules wrestling shows and wrestling talk shows when I'm not around. Selfish, if anything.
Or, because you know about them, you then go away.
These, not the wrestling shows, just these bits. Anyway, what we're doing? Lock, stock, and two smoking Trumans.
No, it wasn't two Trumans in this one.
No. What? Lock, stock, and
one Truman.
just lock, stock.
I think it was just lock, stock.
Lock, stock.
At the Double Barrelled.
In Reading. I've been there.
Reading.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and Claire's been there as well.
I have.
Did you get a cookie?
No.
Did you steal a pint glass?
It wasn't a pint glass, was it? It wasn't a glass.
I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Yeah, some wrestling.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've written that it was absolutely packed and smoking.
It was. What have I missed now?
No, it's just that everything's falling flat. Unlike the beer at Double Barrel Brewery.
Yay! Did you have some other beer?
No, I didn't actually, because I wasn't feeling very well. My tummy was a bit.
Oh.
You weren't driving though, so you
I wasn't driving, although we nearly didn't make it because it was like torrential rain.
That's a new one for United,
Isn't it? That's what we said on the way down, didn't we? We have a video where we're like, oh, another road trip to United in the rain.
Another swim.
Mm-hmm.
Swell time. The boss was there as well because she's over 18, like everyone who was at Double Barrel Brewery. Everyone, because it can be a bit sweary and a bit full of beer. So everyone was over 18 except for Claire, obviously. So started off with the big signing.
Yes.
For the big match for Monster Bash 3 between Chris Aries and Abuyu Tommy Kyle.
I did hear Abuyu Tommy Kyle on the video. I didn't watch because I wasn't there, but I watched the video earlier. Mm-hmm. I did hear some lovely Abuyu Tommy Kyles.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Kyle and the Abuyu crew.
Yeah.
All the sweary sausages.
He came out with Safire, didn't he?
And Jay
Joshua.
Yeah,
the sweary sausages.
Yeah.
The Abuyu crew. I'm going to make that stick.
I think Safire was quite annoyed already as soon as she came from behind the curtain.
She's an angry little thing, isn't
she? Is. Yeah, firecracker.
I don't think she likes anything.
No, nothing at all.
Does she even like Tommy Kyle? And
hurting people.
Probably.
Pain.
I do like her.
Mm.
I like
Mini pig.
She probably don't like you.
No, probably not.
Guaranteed.
Not many people do, to be fair. It's fine.
It's all right. I'll pay you later, Dan. Care in the community and all that. Make a wish. So Chris Aries is out first.
It's a bit grim.
It's very grim, isn't it? Far too grim. No, it won't come out. Chris Aries is out first, and he says he's not here to fight. Yep. He's just here to hold a pen. Mm-hmm. So out comes Tommy Kyle.
Yep.
Tommy Kyle. And there is some of that later on. And let's get on with it. Chris Aries just wants to get on with it. Tommy Kyle takes the pen first and basically says, there you go. That's signed. That's happening. You're going to fail.
Yeah. I called him Adonis pen first.
Yeah, whoever you are. I'll change the names to protect the innocent. See, whatever you'll need to do, you're going to fail, sign the contract, and get your arse handed to you. Have you ever seen anyone get their arse handed to them?
Is this like a question on Team America? Have you ever seen a man eat his own head? No, neither have we.
Oh,
he's gone. He's gone.
He's like, for God's sake, we're already at Team America. This is not going to be a good night.
I just wondered how that happens. How you get your arse handed to you.
I think, because when some people have the roll up and they're like proper like bent over.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like
an Ouroboros.
Yeah. Like handing your ass right to your face. But the person doing the roll up also has the ass in the face. So it's not great really, is it?
Science.
So if you do a Les Kellett roll up.
Also, I should imagine, and
it's like that.
I don't think I want to see that. I should imagine.
It's a cigarette theme joke.
Like when you roll someone up and you're like leaning over to hold them down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure exerted on the stomach area.
So you think they might poo on you?
Well, not poo, but at least
There's pressure on the bladder.
Lots of fartiness, I should imagine.
Like yoga.
I wonder if that is a farty move.
I think maybe it'd be fine if we whipped it pinned you though. Imagine that. The way she does.
So I
I'd
think
be alright with that.
what we need to do next time is when it's a really great match and we're going for the roll up. Shh. No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
I mean, I bet it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I got in the ring with anyone mentioned in this opening segment, it wouldn't take a roll up for me to do.
This match
Well,
smells
that's
brown.
I think Safire would absolutely destroy you.
Just Safire.
Yes.
Can you imagine that? Just watching Safire just beat the shit out of you.
I probably would be watching it. Looking down on myself. He looks familiar. Hang on, I can't see for the glare on his head. It might be me.
That was a very bright light shining at her.
Very bright lights.
It was.
Yeah, and it made me look like I was thin on top. How crazy is that?
And my bald head. My big bald forehead.
I must say, normally I'm really mean to Mike.
Yeah.
He'll be no different tonight. But at times when he was in the ring, because joint hosts, Mike and Josh Folds, he did stay in the way of the light. So I could see a little bit more at times.
Yep.
He also, when this progresses slightly into a bit of pushy and shovey, just picked up and launched the table out of the way, like threw it against the wall and it just stayed there. It was amazing.
It gets out of the way really quick. Very nimble. Very nimble.
Does he go crazy when he hears a cymbal?
Have you lost already?
I don't know. I
I don't even know what day it is.
Ice Baby.
I've got to,
Also,
to Google the references
yeah.
sometimes.
His entrance music, and he did all the dancing, and it was super cool.
What, Mike's super
Yeah.
cool dancing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Now there was a chant later in the night, wasn't there? We like Mike.
Yeah.
And it was someone behind me. And he turned, I think he might have thought it was me.
No, I'm pretty sure he knew it wasn't.
Yeah, he did call out to me saying, yeah, look, some people like me.
Yeah.
Make it perfectly clear to you, Mike, it wasn't me.
It was not.
The shaggy defence. Although in this case, it's not just the shaggy defence, it really wasn't me.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo too. I don't know what's going on.
Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Yes! That's coming up.
Hmm?
That's coming up. That's the next show that we're going to.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, it's the one after.
Scooby-Doo.
No, Monsters.
Monsters. Yeah, but we're not talking about that
I
one.
know that.
We'll be talking about that one.
We will.
We will be. Should we go on with this one, though?
Yes.
Contract signing.
Shovey-shovness.
So, yeah, Chris Aries comes back and he says, I take it that you think you're better than Jay Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
he
you
sent
boo you,
him
Tommy
first.
Cole, because you think you can do what he couldn't
Yeah.
because he took him down for the glory.
Mhm.
Or was it flip the script?
No.
No, well, Mike thought it was.
We did.
So I did it again.
And then he says, and you probably aren't as good as Safire Reed. She's probably better than you because you're trying to get in before she gets a chance at the title.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's on. And they're all attacking Chris Aries, which is unfortunate because he's got a bout later in the night.
Yeah.
And then in come the pillars before TK can deliver a pile driver. Kyle driver rather,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and bout number 1's underway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to do the ding ding?
Ding ding.
The pushy shoviness evolves into the opening bout, where there is no ding ding,
No.
despite their best efforts to make
Everyone
a
was
ding ding.
trying to get a ding ding,
Yes.
but there was no ding ding.
But the match is underway, and it's an absolute brawl.
Yeah.
I think on this one, did we all back? I backed the Pillar Killers against my better judgment. You backed the Pillar Killers as well.
Was I here?
For the prediction show, you did,
was.
yeah.
Oh no, I would have gone for the bad guys. Yeah,
I can't remember.
we'll just say you went for the good guys. Then.
I can't remember who I went for. I'm pretty sure I would have gone Safire Reed if Safire Reed was in it.
Yeah,
think
you
you
probably
did,
would.
actually.
But Dan and I can talk about this, and you can think about it and catch up.
You absolute fucker.
Parental guidance.
So it's the potty mouth Sapphire Reed and
dairy in everything that I give you.
and Boo You Tommy Kyle versus Josh Spicer and Aluna. Two of the pillars of United.
Yes.
Yeah, and this one's non-stop, drag down, knockout, brawl.
Yeah. Sapphire went.
Evils thing. I'm the one with the evil eye.
Sapphire just got in and she was just an explosion, really, wasn't
Yeah, I think Spicer got stuck in, and I don't mean like that. I think he was stuck in the ring, couldn't get back out, and was getting beaten up by the Pillar Killers. Saying that, he got a couple of shots in himself. I don't think he's ever hit his Sendavistan from the turnbuckle as sweetly as he did
she? Oh no, on Tommy.
on Tommy
Yeah, that's
later
good.
in that match. But the start of it, he was just getting kicked and shot and thrown all over the place by your friend. Yeah. So your friend, I begin to think that we are no longer friends.
I'm going to tell your mum of you.
It's just the Pope.
I
It's
know.
not just my mum, it's the Pope. We're in the orangery, by the way,
Yes.
which we have every fruit but oranges.
Are these pink red apples?
What's that one?
Oh, what, that there?
Yeah.
That might be.
Is it?
It's a pump. It's a month. I don't know.
Is it a persimmon?
It might be. We'll have to ask.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're called persimmons.
Know your fruits.
Hang on, let me look.
Claire Google's things.
Earlier, this is why I've got this one, the Budweiser Ant advert. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking that up because my sister asked me about it.
Good.
What was I going to look up?
What are you
That is-
drinking there, Dan? We've mentioned Budweiser.
Oh, not
So we've other brands.
not
are
a
available.
delicious beer that are available at the Doubled Barrelled
I
Brewery.
know my fruit. Persimmon.
Come for the wrestling. Learn about fruit.
Sharon fruit.
Sharon fruit.
Same thing.
I feel like that's what it'd be called up north.
How do you eat them? Do you eat them like tomatoes?
Don't know. If only you'd Googled it and it was on the.
Well, I don't think I want to eat that because it says sometimes sold as kaki or Sharon fruit. Yeah.
Does it smell of Sharon?
No,
So it's like a tomato, do you reckon?
I don't know. This thin-skinned golden fruit requires thought and time to enjoy it at its best. So,
From
Any food that you have to think about to enjoy. It's just, I think this is
Yeah.
hang on, that doesn't seem right. When ripe and firm, the flesh of traditional varieties is very astringent and unpleasant.
Would you like it?
I.
Okay, I might be right. It's unpleasant.
How do you? I don't know how you eat them.
It's good viewing this.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
So,
I even got through the first match.
it's starting on the first match, really. No, I don't think at any point, despite my best hopes, I thought that the Pillars may come out on top of this one. Although Destino from Aluna.
Yeah. Well, when Aluna got in, there was a brief bit there where it looked like they might come out on top. She hit this like insane what did TJ call it? Like a float over into satellite DDT. Basically, the one where Tommy Kyle is still like that and then ends up vertical on his head.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, you do.
That was good.
Brilliant.
Don't say it.
What?
Oh, you Tommy Cole, you can do it. It's a day of new things. You've met Sharon the fruit.
I have met Sharon the fruit, and it's got like a little bum. Little bum.
Oh,
What's that stuff? Look at that.
can you hand my... you can have my arse to it.
That's your arse too, yeah. But
Hey, I tell you, it's bigger than that. Guaranteed. Not that clean, though. I'll put that up with bananas. So I think really we best get on with saying what happened at the end of this one, because it's kind of all gone a bit wrong. Sharon Fruit wasn't in the ring.
Spicy got car driver.
Yes.
Mm.
Ouch.
And he got a car driver, and then Safire ran from the corner and kicked him in the and like kneed him in the face. Atomic something. If I was a good wrestling fan, I would obviously know what she calls it. But it's atomic something. It essentially means Spicer's face nearly fell off. and then that's the end of the match.
It would be a shame if Spicer's face fell. I mean, it'd be useful in the next couple of weeks for Halloween, because you wouldn't need a costume. You could just open the door with your face in your hand. But it would be unpleasant.
What if you face off with one of the other wrestlers?
Oh, what, like that great film?
Yeah. Ants. I didn't know what I was going to say then. That's fucking Budweiser's fault. This is Budweiser's fault.
Cheap version of Bug's Life. Yeah, but it ends up with a car driver and then a big knee.
Yeah.
And a 1, 2, 3. I think after there was almost a close call the other way round. TK was taking a bit of a battering at times. But then after victory, they do what all good tag teams do. They harangue all the kids in the front. Sorry, the 18-year-olds in the front row, who honestly have been saying some really mean things to Safire since she came in. But it's what goes round comes round. And then Tommy gives us a little bit of a Tommy goodbye.
the sexy Alsatian.
The sexy Alsatian.
That's what I name it now.
I think we should do the ding ding and move on. Yeah.
All the ladies.
So I need to do a burp.
Unusual. You should have said something with it.
No, because I've got manners.
Have you ever tried to burp the alphabet?
Yeah, I used to do it at school. One of the boys was very proud of his, but he used to also be able to like get a spit to come out of his mouth and touch the floor and then come back up again.
Ladies wrestling.
It's a wonder we've not seen him on television on a Saturday night. That's top quality entertainment.
No, this is top quality entertainment. Wrestling.
Yeah, lady
wrestling. Waffling on is top quality entertainment.
Artemis.
It's the best show currently happening here.
No, it's not.
Top three.
There's murder programs happening next door.
Yeah.
Artemis was next
Yes.
versus Anita Vaughan.
Oh, he's gone again.
He's gone again.
Just leave him.
I think he's got a problem. Maybe he's narcoleptic. Just let him have a sleep. You have a sleep.
It's okay.
I'll wake you up in the morning. Put him in the recovery position. There we go.
This is why we don't that.
All this time waste. Look at his stupid little face.
He's sleeping. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
You're no better than Ernie, which is a reference that some people might get. Right, so we're back to the
ladies.
AV
Yeah.
was in the house. Can you feel it?
I don't think I'm meant to anymore.
Oh, okay.
Not after that time.
No, it's dangerous, isn't it? One warning's enough. I don't think you get a second one. Artemis is very popular at the Double Barrelled.
Artemis is popular everywhere.
AV less so.
Yes.
She was saying to the 18-year-olds in the front row, "Where are your parents? There's a bar I can tell you they're probably over there.
Yes.
There's some people who looked quite tired. I know that Ernie's sleepy, but there's some very sleepy adults. They were found it very difficult to stand up straight. I think they were so tired at Doubled Barrelled Brewery, running after their 18-year-olds at the end of the night. One of them came up to me and said, "Oh, do you come here often?" Well, he didn't. It took him longer than that.
That's like a chat-up line.
I never thought about that. No one's ever tried that before. Oh dear, I'm not going back now.
I'll leave you on your own for 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the boss was elsewhere
Oblivious,
as well.
yeah.
Oh, the boss was oblivious. The boss was on her phone. Not during this match though.
No.
I got chatted up. Oh, Barrel Still got it. He was a lovely man as well.
Chris getting chatted up. Do you come here often? He was like, well, once or twice a year, actually. No.
Like genuinely answered it.
Of course I would. It's an informational thing, isn't it? So, did you enjoy the wrestling? And he stumbled a bit. He put his arm around me to steady himself.
Was he trying to hand your ass to you?
No, I think he was just making sure it was still there. But no, he was. I think he came in very close because I think he was conspiratorial. But my hearing's gone. So's my eyesight. Don't remember what he said.
I don't know who it was. Did someone hurt you?
I drove home, didn't I? I remember that. So he didn't drop anything in the drink.
And I must admit, though, you weren't very well.
Oh, I wasn't.
So maybe.
That was quite impressive, wasn't it?
I'm so impressed that you got home and saved me from any bad things.
Yeah, pulled up outside your door.
Yeah.
Opened the door and vomited in the gutter.
You did, yeah. But by that time, I'd run out of the car and into the house, so it was okay.
Yeah. Then I had to call you back because someone had left their precious thing in the back of the car.
Yeah, I sent no doubt for that, though. It's fine.
Don't slip in that big puddle of that. Exactly. That was a very good impression of it as well. I think they did drop something in my drink. Right, so this one we got to shout 1-4 before the match because the other one just started without us having the opportunity. Deep breaths.
Was there a bell?
There was a ding ding on this one, yeah.
Winning.
And then they knocked many more bells out of each other in the match.
Yeah.
Although AV tried to run away, I think, initially.
Got booed.
She did get booed. She deserved to get booed, though.
Yeah.
She was
Sefton tactics.
part of the old Boo You crew.
I was just looking at it. I've had some really good conversations with Harry, actually, recently, and I think, actually, he's very lovely.
Well, they like my conversations at the Doubled Barrelled Brewery.
No. No, but I did get lots of hugs with Josh Folds, which made me very happy.
So I've put a picture in here of you with your...
My favourite picture of me.
The favourite. Certainly, I've got a picture later on, but that's after. That's the second half.
No.
I'll put that one in.
Me and Josh.
Yeah, but it's always like, every time he starts to speak, he gets in the ring and you go, "We love you, Josh."
I do.
You say we, it's the royal we, isn't it?
No, I think I said I love you, Josh, this
I think
time.
that's how it's got, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then he has to stop what he's saying and he says, "Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job." He doesn't say that. He's a very nice guy.
He did tell me that he loved me too.
Yeah. So basically, can we get on with the wrestling? Can we get on with the waffling on?
Yes.
Yes.
Artemis.
Yes.
Knee.
Yes.
I love her knee when she comes like flying in, and with her kick in the corner.
Yep. AV doesn't like that.
Yep.
She gouges her eyes.
Yeah, she was proper mean. Yeah. I didn't like her meaniness.
Yeah, I can see the reputation she's got recently. I can see why it's borne such fruit, but not that fruit. Because she really is horrible. I'd not quite Safire Reed mean.
No.
But she wasn't very nice in this one, and the crowd gave her short shrift. And Artemis didn't give her short shrift, gave her a hiding, and received one back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty evenly matched throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then Artemis does what Artemis does best, which was like up onto the rope, middle rope, and then just to check that you're still there, and boom, dead.
Splat.
Yeah.
And the first step on her way, hopefully, to a shot at the United Wrestling Championship is overcome.
Mm-hmm.
This one wasn't put forward by the champion, was it?
No.
And they had no
No.
choice in this one, but it was a real test,
Mhm.
which she came through with flying colours in the end.
Yeah.
So she's still on course to be our champion,
Yep.
although she's already our champion.
Sorry.
Would we like to see Anita Vaughan back?
No.
No. Okay. I'll let you speak for yourself and not for me.
She was good. She was good, and I think she would be a formidable opponent for many other wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to distinguish because I don't think you should have to between male and female, because there are some female wrestlers that just can absolutely hold their own. You know, Kira Chimera, Nina Samuels, Safire Reed, Artemis. You know, they're up there with like top of the top at the moment in Brit Rest. So
And the Demolition Woman herself at the very top of the tree.
she is.
So what you're saying, Anita Vaughan is definitely someone who could force the flaters from Hixie should he be told to get in the ring at any point.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Next up, first half main event. Stick around, Artemis, you'll be needed.
Ding ding.
It's the first half main event. And because Chris Aries demanded it, we have Mr. Haskins in the house. Or in the brewery.
Not here though.
No, not in the orangery.
No.
Oh, man.
I know. Sad times because you know,
Yeah, he said, oh, what is it, Mr. Haskins you were hoping for?
Don't be like that.
No. No, it's the challenger who's not a challenger. It's the requested combatant for our future-proof champion who comes in first, Mr. Haskins, because it's a non-title match.
Mm.
So that, because of the signing earlier on, the future-proof title is on the line at Monster Bash against Tommy Kyle.
Yeah.
Not up for grabs here for Mr. Haskins, who comes, as ever, accompanied to the ring by
Vicky Haskins.
Vicky Haskins.
Sorry, I
What
had
a what a lovely individual. While you were having your moment, I had a wamble.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had a wamble over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not on the day.
So I'll leave my hands up there in
Yes.
case people wonder what
Yes,
the
please.
wambling is all
Well, I'm
about.
going to say it. Vicky Haskins, she is a stunner, absolute stunner. She looked phenomenal and she had a mouth like a trucker, and I'm all there for that.
And I have lots of notes on this because she's my new favourite person.
Come
Yeah.
on, why might that be?
Why about that? But well, before we get to that, we should say that Mr. Haskins warmed up in the ring before Chris
Mhm.
Aries came to the ring, like you wouldn't believe. All through the entrance of the future-proof champ, he was swinging that leg and lunging from side to side in a way that would tire me out straight away. I've watched it back on the video because I might not have seen him do it live.
I was going to say, I don't remember that.
No,
because
there's
I was
a lot.
distracted.
Because, of course, I'm very self-conscious of what I look like, so I was using a reflection that was nearby to see what my face looked like.
Those shiny trousers.
Very-
While you were wambling.
Very shiny
Very wambly.
trousers.
It was Wembley. It was on the end as well.
So we have Mark and Vicky, and we have Chris and Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
So numbers are even. We have Josh, the ref, in the ring, and we also have, and I quote, a disgusting old man who is about to call the match. But no, he's told to shut up, you disgusting old man. Sit over there on your fat fucking arse and see how a real professional does it. All I can say is, here.
I'm not going to lie, it sounded a little bit better when she said it.
Yes, because I've delivered it as if I'm from the 1930s on the BBC. It was at that point that the young lady was heard to say, shut up, you disgusting old man. If it's worth saying once, it's worth saying again. And she took the mic from Mike
Yes.
and introduced a worldwide superstar.
Imagine if you could wake up every morning and then she was just like stood in the corner of the room introducing like that, and that was how you started your day.
Wake up, you disgusting old man.
Well, maybe like the one she said about her husband rather than calling Mike a disgusting old man.
My wake-up call in the morning is pretty much as abusive as that. What are you still doing here?
I thought I asked you to leave.
Haven't you got anywhere else to be?
Clean your wamble off the sheet before you go.
Stick that in the washer. Disgusting old wambler.
Wambling on.
Are you admitting to kidnapping Vicky Haskins? Leaving her in the corner of your room?
No, I mean, if she could, like, a cameo thing rather than a kidnapping thing.
Yeah, Dan's not into kidnapping. He's been through that. That's trauma you shouldn't bring it up. You remember, he can't forget it.
I found out the other day what the difference between kidnap and abduction is. I didn't know until the other day.
Okay, well, the audience of 3 are listening.
So, kidnapping is like stealing anyone from the street or wherever.
Okay.
And abduction is if they're under 18 and don't give you consent to take them, because they can't. So, abduction basically is kids.
Yeah, but the ones that's not kids is called kidnapping.
Yeah, I know, right? This is what I said.
That's one
I
of
was
those
like,
difficult things to remember.
you'd have done it the other way around, wouldn't you? If you was naming stuff, how terrible was that grammar? If you were naming things,
If you were to put a name to the 2
Yes,
instances
exactly.
to differentiate them,
Yeah.
yeah,
it wouldn't be. I got very confused, and I was like, well, maybe that's why I didn't understand all this time.
Has the term kids been around forever? Or is it a more recent thing?
well,
Do
they
you
used when I was young, they were using it.
Would abduction and kidnap predate the use of the word kids for children?
But I see that wouldn't make sense either, because if kidnap came first, then you don't kidnap. Well, you might kidnap kids. I don't kidnap kids.
You can't kidnap kids because
No,
you'd be
'cause-
abducting them.
exactly, because it's abduction.
Isn't kidnap just what happens when baby goats fall asleep?
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Why have we talked about that? We've got so much else to talk
I
about.
know.
Let's do a quick one. People won't want to hang around and listen to us wambling on about persimmons and kidnapping.
They'll bring all the good stuff.
It certainly brings some stuff. Right, I've got a lot of things written down
Go
here.
for it.
There was also a shut up bitch that was delivered to Artemis. Sorry,
Yeah, no, it was.
she was also heard to utter "shut up, bitch" to young Artemis on the far side because she was actually standing up for herself. Lots of things. You're going to regret that, and then the crowd just go boo.
Yep.
He's from the Malvern Hills. This is overkill. This is Haskins. Was there a match?
Yeah. Well, do you know what though? She said this is Haskins, and it was all. But then Mike kind of just copied and went, "This is Chris Aries." Oh, fair enough. We'll just steal that from her now.
Yeah.
So good for you, Mike.
You disgusting old man. Haskins is a brawler. He's not a guy who's big in stature, but when he runs those ropes, I've never seen ropes go as low. When he leans into them, they nearly hit the mat. He really uses his physical presence to his advantage, and he's not good for people. If I were to look at people, who would I like to wrestle? Would be the dream person for me to wrestle, which is what put this match in. It wouldn't be someone who could hurt me that bad.
Scotty Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! Don't pin me, Scotty.
Lift me. Oh, don't do that. Don't just fall on me. No, it's fine. No. Okay, right, carry on.
Yeah, and the referee says, "Okay, Scotty, you've won. Let me lift your arm. Why can't you move off the mat? I've got some limpet. I'm being abducted. No, I'm not. I'm older. I'm being kidnapped in plain sight.
Now you've just made me a weirdo.
Made. Oh, it's me that's made you the weirdo.
Yeah. It is.
Any comments about this match?
Yes. I thought it was really bloody quick. Like arm drags and hip tosses and all the things, and it was a bit like chaos. But good chaos.
Yeah.
For a good few minutes.
Rapido.
And honestly, I don't know how Chris managed to get back up after some of those moves, because he looked like he had been squished and beaten and like kicked and thrown into oblivion.
And every time he looked like he was getting the foothold, he was just thrown all over the place again and smashed into the mat.
Yeah. But he did get his own back. Like I've said a number of times, I think he is one of the top wrestlers in Brit Wres at the moment. And I don't think that should be diminished because he was against someone who was so good. his moveset is just fantastic. And he pulls it off really well, no matter who he's against. That's it. That's my synopsis.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes here, and it says Haskins is a brawler, but Vicky is a distraction.
Yes.
It says, it looks like he's trying to break Aries with Vicky's approval. What's the fixation on these notes? Did you write these down? I tell you, who didn't write these notes. Old Spice was in the front row. He wasn't happy.
Oh yeah, no, he called her a rude name.
Yeah, it's all right. I think you can probably say it out loud unless you don't want to incriminate him.
I don't.
You don't. But it's not as bad as some of the other things that have been said here.
Yes.
And Ernald's already heard those.
Well, she did keep getting in the way. Like.
Oh, I thought that too.
He wasn't like he couldn't see. Bless him. He politely asked her to move out of the way.
Yeah, I think his eyes might have steamed up. Why he couldn't see. There were moments, I think Haskins, is it Haskins that runs the length of the brewery to kick Aries in the face?
Mm.
Yeah, that was a painful moment.
Yeah.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Trapped him in the ring apron and then beat him up a little bit more.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, it says, not seen Aries manhandled like this ever. And he turns to the crowd and says, how is this guy your champion? And I think someone says, yeah. Which is rather mean. I think it might have been that bloke I spoke to afterwards. And he also tells Aries, well, you wanted this. So here it comes.
Exactly.
And then piles on more and more pain. Although Olympus Elbow's in there.
Yes.
But only gets a 2 count.
Yep.
Because Haskins is nothing if not wriggly, as well as... Well, I was going to do some kind of chewing gum reference in there, but it's late. Hubba Bubba doesn't really feel like it.
Well, that was Vicky.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't write that down. Probably the only thing I didn't write down.
Yeah.
They kick each other silly.
Yep.
And I've got so many notes on this, but it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
And it ends with Aries in the middle of the ring in a sharpshooter, just being bent backwards, and then Haskins just leans back and almost lies on his back, and Aries is out.
Yeah.
So the lesson here is be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
But I think he learned a lot from it.
Bad stuff.
Not in this match.
I tell you
Actually,
what.
no, there was. There was.
A shining example.
There
of
was
this
a
one.
shining example of good butt stuff. No, I think he held his own, and I think other people better watch out because I think he's taken a lot from that match into future matches.
I think we all backed him to win.
Yeah.
Because we never back against him. But
Exactly.
we did say that we were worried that although he's flying high as the statistically the best wrestler at United, there was a chance his stats could take a bit of a beating in this one.
Yeah.
And I think he took enough beating in this one to lose about 3 matches, but still only lost the one.
Thank goodness.
Doesn't leave him in good stead for Tommy coming up, sadly.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Let's hope so. He was gutted afterwards as well. I think it's no embarrassment to have lost that match. Artemis is there by his side. By his side. And as the verbals are still coming from Vicky, Artemis basically says, do one.
Yeah.
And manages to bring Chris back round, and he doesn't want to take the belt with him. I think he feels like he's let everyone down.
Yeah.
And just leaves the belt in the ring and just walks out.
Yeah.
He could have taken it then. What was his chance?
Could have.
He could have been the new champion.
Yeah, but you know, Artemis was in the ring with the belt. So
I know she could have fucked you up. It would have been great.
Yeah. Not for everyone in the front row.
That wasn't in the front row, it's fine.
Those guys behind me, the ones who like Mike, I should have done it. That'll teach them a lesson. Like Mike, here's what like Mike likers get.
I did try and feed you Haribo, but you won't have any.
The Mike
likers.
The Mike likers.
They're a replacement for the Questicles.
Yes.
Ooh.
No, but we have replacement for the Questicles.
Why would we need one of those?
We why would we need a replacement? We're getting ahead of ourselves in far too many ways. What comes next?
Ding ding.
The ding.
Ding ding, yes.
Yeah, ding.
Ding. All the dings.
And as if the first half wasn't good enough, the second half starts
I hope.
fantastic.
That's done quick. Why? What happened?
Why? What happened? Because it's the loser leaves United match.
Oh,
fuck.
Featuring Arthur Skurro.
Hello,
Hello, Arthur Skurro.
Hey, Arthur Skurro.
Who I think I backed on this one.
Mm.
Did you back Arthur Skurro on this one?
I think so.
She did after 45 minutes deliberation. I didn't.
No.
No.
Who did you back?
I backed Simon Quest.
I Simon Quest, even though he is a mad meanie, he's got nice pants.
Well, maybe after this match, no spoilers, you could request the Quest
That's
pants.
probably a bit weird, though. No, excuse me, can I have your pants?
Yeah, it's really weird as opposed to just recording it and putting it out on YouTube.
I want Simon Quest pants.
There you go.
Yeah. Can you wash them first, though? It's him.
I don't think he's as scared of other people as I am. You're probably going to be okay there.
Okay.
He arrives at the Doubled Barrelled Brewery and tells the fans, "You used to worship me."
Yep.
When I was last here.
Mm-hmm.
Was he still a poet then? Still nasty Simon.
But he wasn't a Kiwi head, which was really annoying.
It has
See,
started to grow back.
Other people's hair grows back really quickly.
Mm.
Damn him. But our captain comes out as well and gets an absolute fantastic ovation. We saw him last time at Double Barrelled Brewery coming out supporting Razor.
This is the guy when he became a good guy.
Yeah, friend of the podcast, Razor.
Yeah.
Skurro comes out again and gets another great ovation from the crowd.
Yep.
And looks sharp. He looks focused because there's a lot on the line. He's just managed to get away from the bottom of the league, where reside two individuals who we'll discuss at a later date. And he's looking to forge a winning run at United, but it could be all over just after this match. Everything on the line straight away against the Pillar. I think he calls himself the original Pillar or something like that. The true Pillar. And Reading's favourite son. Which I'm not sure is true. I don't think people from Reading have that accent, do they? No? Anyway, you're just thinking about the pants still.
I got distracted by trying to figure out what's on the end of that pole over there.
On the end of that pole?
Yeah.
What, the big pole?
No, the little one.
The little, it's not a pole at all. This is, again, it's great journalism.
ADHD. Oh. No, but I was like, oh, I see. It's a thing.
Is it from Italy? Was it born in Italy, this thing?
That would be a great souvenir to bring back when you're from Italy. I just went to Italy and brought you back a tickle stick, or it's one of Ken Dodd's originals. There's a reference for no one who's watching. All the Jim Davidson fans who tune in to see Claire every week.
Imagine if Big Jim actually watched.
The dream. If we could fix a match between Jim Davidson and Simon Quest, then that'd be great. He says,
how would we see it though? Where would it take place? Jim's house.
Jim's gym.
House.
Maybe he's got a gym.
I don't know where he lives. Sorry.
Right.
It's funny that you should say that because I was never going to ask if you knew where he lived. Very. Check her phone, see if she's got the address in there.
Honestly, I haven't. Go ahead.
Google Maps.
That's it.
Recents.
That's in the
Jim's gap. Right. So we need to talk about this match. Is there anything else you'd like to look at before we get going?
No, I'm all right now. It looked a little bit rude, and I wondered what it was.
Here in the Vatican.
That's why I was a bit
rude.
I was a bit surprised, you see.
The things that happen in the Vatican.
Yeah.
Actually, not this Vatican. I was going to say that. That's not worth putting out on YouTube. Right, let's talk about this match. Basically, for a match that Quest has to win, he tries to avoid fighting as much as he possibly can.
Well, that's a shame because he's actually good at it.
He is good at it.
He's a big guy. He's got that on his side. For once, size advantage over Skurro. Skurro normally has a decent sort of a size advantage over most people, but in this case, he's dwarfed by the true pillar.
Yeah, there's not many people that can make Arthur Skurro look small, is there?
Was he wearing pants or was he wearing one of his onesies?
No, he was wearing pants.
For Mr. Quest, it was the pants.
I like that white and blue and red one that he had.
Mm-hmm.
He might be wearing that when he won the belt.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
He's not got the belt anymore because he's a meaty peg. Because he's a slime ball.
He's the slime ball.
He's a slime ball piece of poo. I'm sure that was said around him at some point.
The memory lives on.
I think he called you something else though this time, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He pointed me out and says, "There's the slimy bastard."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The boss was shocked.
I wasn't. I laughed.
She was shocked because she said, "He really held back this time." Why is it no one likes you, Daddy? It's harsh.
Did you get Jericho's list out?
This one, yeah. He does a rope walk, which I've written down is reasonably impressive.
It was.
At the Undertaker.
It was Undertaker-esque.
Old school,
because he's old. Not as old as me. I don't think anyone is.
I might be by the time we finish this. Doesn't work like that, does it?
It's not even my fault this time. No, it's a bit
I've written down here, to the tune of Haribo, kids and adults hate that pest. It'll be great to see the back of Quest. Did
that happen, or have you just made that up?
I've just made that up to remind me about how happy I was at the result of this match. Oh, I've given it away.
I didn't think at one point that Arthur Skurro was going to win, and I know that's like the whole point, right? But I genuinely was like, oh, maybe I've called this really wrong, because he did look like he was getting absolutely battered, and I think didn't his hairband even come out at one point?
Oh yeah. Shit!
I know, right? Right? Bad times.
Game over.
That That's moment. Yeah, the anti Samson.
See, and then it was like, oh no, he's not coming back from that. No, he's lost his hairband.
No, that's it. That's normally it. That's like that moment when Hulk Hogan's hand goes down for the third time. It comes up. Not without the hairband, he can't do it. Not without the bald head.
I never liked Hulk Hogan.
Nobody likes him.
I said it.
Actually, we all liked him, didn't we?
I've got a T-shirt that will no longer fit me, will fit the boss, and I look at it and I go, I could give that to the boss, but that would just be so wrong.
Yeah. Fuck you, Terry.
That's out there now as well.
I watched the other day when I was watching it, like, Macho Man, he was in the elbow drop off the corner, and he just stands up, like, straight away. And like, he's such a knob.
He never sold anything.
Kicks out a 3 when he loses.
And I never understood the desire to call everybody brother.
What do you mean, brother?
Exactly.
Brother.
Like, no, I'm not related to you. I don't want to be related to you. Please don't insinuate that I am.
We're all related. Somehow.
I would suggest if you looked at the comments that British wrestlers make on each other's posts, all of them call each other brother.
It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? I mean, what about the young ladies? Are they like
no, the
sister?
same. No, brother.
Why?
Oh.
I've got a sister. I don't think she's ever called me brother. I don't think anyone's ever called me brother. Not even Hulk Hogan. Not even my parent. He'd be like, no, you don't qualify.
My sister calls me very mean things.
We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
The evil sister.
Yeah.
Is she as meanie peg as Simon Quest?
Yeah, she sprayed my cheesy Wotsits when I was a kid with perfume because they smelled bad. It's pretty evil.
That's the top of the evil charts, is it?
So you've got all those guys out there. You've got Hitler, you've got Pol Pot, and all these other guys, all these regimes. None of those guys took perfume to Wotsits.
No, they didn't piss with the
Your
Wotsits,
baked cheese and snacks.
She watched as I put one in my mouth and went, and she was like, they stink, get out.
Is that when you came here?
No, they were ruined. Must have only been about 10.
11 years
That's
ago.
right, because what's it would have only cost 20 pence then, so you can just get some more.
We've got a special guest here, by the way. It's not your sister. Oh, or the original perfumed What's-Its. Let me go and introduce the special guest.
Is it Simon
very,
Quest?
very stale.
It's not Simon Quest because he's not special. Quest is not my guest, but we do have
Injury.
This is the chair that Simon Quest picked up to finish off Arthur Skurro.
It's a bit bent.
It is a bit better.
Oh, see later events for that.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, it looked like he had second thoughts.
Yeah.
Did you not want to hit him?
He couldn't bring himself to do it.
Because he's such a good guy, like I've been telling you the whole time.
I think he just struggled to lift it above his head, unlike me just then, because, you know.
Apart from actually just nearly chinned
Did he
himself.
also smash it into a table?
Well,
and
it's
almost
very
killed
difficult
himself?
when you've got a chin as long as this not to chin yourself. Be serious.
Jimmy Hilling Viz. Come on, get on with it. I don't know what happened.
Jimmy Hill in Viz.
Yeah, Jimmy Hill's got a huge chin in Viz.
Has
and,
he?
and in real life.
Round in real life.
But
Did
yeah,
I just kick you?
You did it. Come on, I want to know what happens to Simon.
what happens? He's threatening him, and the Justice League still can't do
Still
it.
can't say it.
The
Josh.
Justice League.
The mighty zebra of the Justice League says, "No, I'll disqualify you if you use that chair." But he already looks in two minds, like he's not about to use the chair anyway.
Yeah.
And he puts the chair down. "Please, Simon, do it for the Questicles," screams someone from the crowd. Someone in the front row who looks really tearful of what's going on. And his friend with the purple hat. He likes that hat. What's good at hats? And he puts... Just put that over there, because it weighs a ton. Doesn't it? Good job, his arse. I'm going to hold that there. What happens?
I can't remember.
Hashtag journalism.
Yeah. There's a big knee, I think, from Skurro.
Yeah.
He recovers. And he says, "Simon, you asked for this." And Quest looks across at him and goes, with both hands, holding the chair with the other one, unlike Simon Quest. He just says, "Just fucking do it."
Oh, I've seen this on the clip.
And he does. He takes them out. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
I remember that now.
You remember that now?
I
Vicky
remember
wasn't there. There's no excuse.
I blocked it out because it was sadness, because I didn't want it to happen.
Oh, Dave Meltzer over it.
I didn't want either of them to go because I like them both.
But he didn't stick around, did he? He just kind of left.
What Quest?
He didn't get any long goodbyes.
No, but he did do a bit of a speech.
Oh,
He did.
A little bit.
Well, they didn't put that in the clip I watched.
Yeah, he actually said some nice things.
He did say some nice things.
He said, "Right, I'm out of here. You're all losers." He didn't say that. He said, "I have my Questicles.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have your
Skurrotums.
Skurrotums." And yes, said lots of good things about Skurro. Basically, now's your time.
Yep.
And he left.
He did.
I missed him already.
Didn't leave his boots though.
Didn't leave his boots. Well, he's out of Unite. Doesn't matter. He committed. If he lost, he would leave, and he did.
I'm a Skurrotum.
You were before. It begins the tournament.
It's the penultimate match of the night. It's the first of the super heavyweight quarterfinals, featuring
Friend of the show.
friend of the show, Razor.
Yay!
Yay! Absolutely. Against the king of monsters,
Yeah.
who we saw at the weekend ruin someone's evening.
Life.
stroke life.
Life. That
He's
kid's
such
going to
a-
be in therapy.
Well,
I swear.
he didn't even get to watch one match before he was whisked away and went home.
That was the first match of the night as well.
Anyway, I think we're going to cover that on the later show.
Yeah, he's a scary boy.
He's a very scary boy, and I think anyone in this tournament who saw his name in amongst the competitors would have been scared and hoping he was on the other side of the draw to avoid him. No such attitude from Razor, I wouldn't have thought. He's just eager to get on with things.
Yep.
For this tournament, which has several stipulations for each bout. 10-minute time limit.
Yep.
No DQ.
No DQ. Win by pin, submission.
Or knockout.
Or knockout.
Yep.
Boom.
And you have to be over, is it £250?
You have to pay £250. See, Mike's just creaming this up. At least £250.
That's it. Yeah.
Is that the official super heavyweight?
Super heavy 8.
Weight. Cut-off point.
Super heavy 8 weight.
I'm not sure.
I once went on a diet where I was trying to get into a point where I could fight at lightweight in the UFC if I ever wanted to take that up, because I couldn't before. I would have had to fight like Stipe Miocic or Daniel Cormier.
There have been a lot of videos lately where people have had their nose smashed into their face and whatnot, so I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
You get in the ring prepared to fight, I get in the ring prepared to fart.
And I'm not silly. I'm not doing either.
Not doing anything, not abusing people like Rachel, not backing them.
I didn't do that, no. I was very much like, even from the off when he came out, I was like, love you.
You did that and he pointed straight at you.
He did.
He pointed. None of that Josh love, none of that love you. It was basically, I've seen you. I know where you're sitting. And if he could lift Liam McCarthy, he might have launched him.
He did lift Liam McCarthy.
Launched him on the way out the ring.
I know.
He could probably throw you over the building then.
Yeah, probably.
Like on the end of the office. No, that's the real quiz. Throwing. When at the end of this tournament, if he doesn't win, that's a real quiz. Whamming Claire over the top of the building.
See who can throw at the highest. New tournament.
Bucket. Mike.
Yeah.
No, Mike. No. I'm not good with heights and jumping.
How much do you want? 250?
No, I'm not doing it.
I think people would queue to do it for free. So
Scott is in it. Okay, just once.
One. What do you mean I've got to wear something?
Scotty's in at number 3 as well.
I don't know what you're all insinuating. I think that I need to stay firmly on the ground. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Scotty. So, these guys are big guys.
Yeah.
The ring is probably reinforced to take these guys coming in. But they are deceptively quick.
Mm.
It's absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And doing things that people wouldn't expect from people their size, jumping over the ropes, rolling off their opponent's back, charging across the ring, picking each other up.
Suicide dives.
Yeah.
Suicide dives.
I don't think if you looked at the card and went, which of these matches has the suicide dive, you go, it's definitely Liam McCarthy's one.
And it being Liam McCarthy as well.
Yeah.
He's so good at it. So good. But yeah, just my favourite bit, I think, of almost the whole entire evening, of which there were many highlights, was the fact that Razor picked up Liam McCarthy and threw him.
Yeah.
That's just like...
Well, it wasn't even a pickup, was it? I think Liam threw himself at Razor, tried to cross-body him, and Razor catches him.
Yeah.
What?
And then just...
Stopping a lorry. Putting your hand out, stopping a lorry.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's like, what's his face?
Hancock.
Who?
That shit Will Smith film when he was a superhero,
yes.
a bad one.
No, Superman.
Oh, yeah, same thing.
Mm.
Shit. And Will Smith.
I think Will Smith was Superman.
No, but it was Hancock.
It was like a crap Superman.
Yeah, just broke.
This isn't the cinematic street fight, so we should drop in the film references.
No, Razor was awesome.
He was absolutely. Don't look at me. Look into the camera and tell him.
He was awesome.
But the chair that had survived, the chair that is our special guest, did get absolutely shattered.
Yeah,
because after the suicide dive, Razor was placed upon the chair by Liam McCarthy, and everyone else stood back. And then He cross-bodied him on the chair, and the chair went flat. Razor went flat.
Yeah.
The atmosphere went.
Everyone made that noise. Like air left the body.
Everyone did a razor at that point.
Can't go. Air left the body. That's the opposite of air leaving the body.
I was doing that.
Okay.
Midsummer, isn't it?
What?
Do you think if in Midsummer Liam McCarthy was the one coming off that cliff, he'd just break the floor?
Oh yeah,
rather than the way around?
I think he'd just continue going through. It's the easiest way to get to Australia. Go straight through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was in that burning house at the end, it would burn to the ground, and then he'd just get up and go, and just carry on about his business,
I don't know what you're talking about.
which is hurting people. Don't know what you were talking about. We're talking about the Super 8 tournament. We'll go back to that.
Yeah.
I know who's in it.
I do just wonder, though. They have been wondering at the end of this, because the bout was over with 24 seconds to go. So just in time. What happens if it goes the distance?
You just sack them both off.
Yeah.
Penalties.
Do you know? Because
Penalties.
Finn asked me this as well, and he was like, "What happens if they go to 10 minutes?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask Mike." And then doesn't Mike come at the end, jumping ahead slightly, and go, "We probably need to figure that out."
Yeah. He's just happy to take the money. It's 500 quid up for that match.
Yeah.
So he's there counting the cash.
We didn't have to worry
Feels
about
like
it.
you're
Though.
giving great ammunition there to perhaps suggest that Mike's not on top of things.
I didn't suggest that. He was on top of things because he suddenly remembered that he needed to figure it out. See, so good manager. Yeah.
Anyway, who won?
Who won? Who progresses? You can smile. Who did you predict would progress?
I don't remember. But it was Razor. Yeah.
Yes. Friend of the show, Reza.
Friend of the podcast says to Claire afterwards. Comes out of the ring, comes closer. Did he give you a fist bump?
He did.
To your fist and not your face?
Maybe
nice
he was
of him.
aiming and I was just like, whoa, yay.
So that's nice. That was very nice of him.
It was.
So when he goes up against either Jay Joshua or Bart O'Connor,
Oh, bloody hell.
yeah, are you going to continue to back him?
It depends. It depends who wins.
It probably doesn't, does it?
It does. It does because it does.
She hates you, Bart. She's gonna cheer for Jay, but not Bart.
Yeah, say less.
I like Razor. We had a nice hug at the end. We hugged it out. We're friends now, I think.
Let's hope so. But yeah, speaking of Jay Joshua, ding ding.
Yes, this one was awesome.
I'm still using cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
That was some art program, wasn't it?
Take Heart or Heartbeat, it became. But not that one with the 1950s, 1960s music. The one with Tony Hart, where he'd do what Rolf did. But before Rolf was a wrong and paint things and go, I can't see, I can't work out what that's going to be. And then it'd be, oh, that's amazing, Tony. And Morph and stuff like that. That was good.
Morph was brilliant.
Yeah, but it wasn't that head though, was he, off Heart Attack?
No.
It was very exciting.
Yeah. What was White Morph called?
Chaz.
Pardon?
Chaz.
Was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Did you ever watch the programme Zap?
Yeah.
I used to love Zap.
Yeah, I did.
It's probably working down the mine when that was on.
Yeah.
Right, should we get on with this?
I'm reminiscing on my childhood now.
What was
No,
the
it's
one
not that
had,
long ago, is it?
What was the one that had... No, I'm not going Sesame Street. The Sesame Street had the pinball machine.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I never watched Sesame Street. Sorry, everyone.
That's all right. He'll be your friend. And your other friend, GM.
Yeah.
JF.
Yeah.
Calls out JJ.
Yeah.
Oh, did you turn it on?
Oh, I think it's running.
Great.
Probably is.
Woohoo!
All that stuff about White Morph.
Don't see that anymore. That white dog.
Exactly.
Come on, wrestling.
Okay. Basically, Bowles calls out Jay Joshua and says, "Get your ass out here.
Yep.
You are going to be going up against Bart O'Connor at some point in the future, December, to face Razor. But who do you think you are coming out here muscling in on the event? I've got a bout for you now.
Yeah. Surprise!
Call anyone out the back to face you and
Yeah.
put you in your place.
Yeah.
And who comes out?
It was truly awesome because no one had a clue who he was. And he came out. And it was like, is he good? Is he bad?
Probably not if he's walking to ring like this. He's a small penguin.
It was
Happy feet.
Leon Cage.
It was Leon Cage.
Nice.
Now, Leon Cage looks very young.
Yes,
What do you
Leon
think?
Cage is very young.
he is.
Kidnapping or abduction?
Yes. Well,
Abduction.
Abduction.
probably abduction and then like forced in there to fight. But we've now turned this into some kind of like underground like wrestling weirdness.
Mm.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, who is it? Who?
And you look to see him go up against Jay Joshua and you think, oh,
It's just going to get smashed into the floor.
This isn't going to last long. I think Jay Joshua was laughing at the same thing. Just get this time because I've got a night off here. Basically, I didn't think I was going to be fighting anyone, and I'm not.
Yeah.
But within seconds, we've got a chant for Leon Cage, Leon Cage,
And that went on the whole time.
What I would say is that if you got the opportunity to see Leon Cage fight, do so, because by this match, I don't know if he's going to survive very long.
Honestly, though, definitely do book him because he is phenomenal.
There's clips of him all over the internet because the things he does are just mental.
You'd think that majority of the people, if they're taken hold of by Jay Joshua and spun, they're going to be damaged. But the momentum he's got, he just keeps on going. He just soars into the air. Put it up, he's going to power slam him. But no, he's gravity defying. He's shot over his back and he's wandered off somewhere. What the hell's going on here? No one could keep up with this match. But to say that Leon Cage was good sort of just besmirches the fact that Jay Joshua was just as quick. But I put a video out not long after on the Wrestling Outsider channel called the 9 Lives of Leon Cage because he was getting battered like you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the match back a couple of times and he gave as good as he got. Jay Joshua was on the mat as often as Leon Cage was and not bouncing up quite as quickly. I think the guy's made of rubber. He's just absolutely incredible and a real fan favourite immediately with all the 18-year-olds in the front row.
Who are older than him.
In all honesty, they were.
It was lovely. And I think he was just genuinely so just like in awe of the fact that everybody was chanting for him just from the off. I mean, partly because Jay Joshua was a big old meanie. But Jay Joshua...
his meanie beanie.
Exactly, in his meanie beanie. With his lovely jacket. It was wearing his lovely jacket.
He's got a new one now as well.
Has he?
Who's
Does that mean he doesn't want his old one?
I don't know, is that how it works?
He's got Rick Astley and Chesney Hawkes on the back of this one.
Sonia.
Sanita.
That's not necessarily a bad thing because I Am the One and Only was one of the best songs of like that decade.
It's certainly one of Chesney Hawkes' best songs.
Did you ever watch the, was it Buddy that he was in?
Yes.
I liked that.
I had to do that for GCE.
It's so old his has got a letter missing.
Yeah.
Just education, not secondary.
Jay Joshua shouldn't detract from the fact that he, I think, is one of the most underrated people that are out there on the scene at the moment.
Yeah, Tommy Khan underrates him, doesn't he? Basically.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to cause discord in the ranks, but he, I think, in every match I've seen him in over the last 3 or 4 months, and granted, I hadn't seen him a lot before then, I have been so genuinely impressed with how quick and just on point he is with everything he does.
And how powerbomby he is.
Yeah, well, we can gloss over that because
Yes,
he proper slams people into the floor. Like when he slammed Aluna into the floor previously, I was like, no, stop that. She is a tiny, like mum face out on that one. Like, no.
But she did fold almost in half.
She did.
It's not put him off though, has it?
No.
That mum face and the wagging finger.
Yeah. Maybe I need to do it more firmly. No, like that, like Marge Simpson.
Sit.
Yeah. Step away.
Sit, but don't have someone in like a pile driver. Oh, too late.
Honestly, power bombs are just the worst.
On Claire's magic. Is it the left hand of mean
Bad
things?
hand.
The bad hand.
Bad
Yeah.
hand.
Okay. So it's number 3 or 4 on the bad hand.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there.
We actually, I did forget that when J. Joshua came out, he had some kind of sexy Alsatian with him.
He did, yeah.
Who got sent to the back by
He did,
Justice again.
Got thrown out.
If you won't get off the ring, you can get out of here. Crowd in a great mood, and then the match was just absolutely fantastic after that.
It was.
Yeah.
It's absolutely match of the night for me. I loved it from start to finish, and I thought it was brutal and fast and went on maybe slightly too long for poor Leon Cage's like brain cells.
Yeah.
And it was really, 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 really good.
But the good thing about being young with your brain is that if you get hit on the head because your brain hasn't shrunk much, it's not as damaged as if you're older, where your brain might flop around inside your big old cranium.
Has his like soft spot on the top of his head like
the fontanelle?
Yeah, has that like healed over yet?
Well, I think it's probably been shattered back open by what was happening towards the end of the fight. That wasn't good for him. Yeah. Not really good at all. There was a nice little interaction when J. Joshua was taking a breath in the corner. He was getting slapped silly by Leon Cage. Mm-hmm. And then he kept saying, and again. And he kept doing it. He's smiling over us. What? One more time. Yeah, do it again. And you can see Mr. Joshua is recovering. And it's like, we're just making this worse.
This was our fault.
We did that. But I listed the number of basically finishing moves that would have taken most guys out, and it runs to about 20. And he just kept bouncing back up. And I think there was a pile driver. And after the 2 count, he was up and running around the ring, but probably like a headless chicken, before then getting decimated with a clothesline that turned him 180 degrees. He landed on the top of his head, the fontanelle.
He did.
And then the inevitable, it fell.
And I think at one point, J. Joshua gave him a massive super kick, which looked like it got him right in the face. And that also made me feel a little bit sick. But I appreciate J. Joshua's super kicks because he's not the tallest of men, but he can get his leg right up there. Right up there. Very impressive. But yeah, Leon lost. Sad times.
He did. I would watch that match over and over again,
Definitely.
but for the facts. Well, I can watch the replay, because it would be cruel to say rebook that match, because I'd love to see it again.
Rebook them, but in separate things.
Yes, and Claire is the referee.
Yeah.
So she... Stop it.
Put him down.
Stop
Nicely.
It. Let's do a thumb war or something.
Get a little water pistol and spray when it's been naughty.
Like, yes! Let me do that, Mike, please.
It's at least $250. Yeah, stronger protective powers than tinfoil with
Right.
hat.
Good.
Which means we can do this one straight down the line.
Yeah.
There'll be no interference from cosmic rays or anything like that.
Do you know, my friends messaged me and she's like, my mum hates the name Monica. And I don't dislike the name Monica, but then I was just thinking, what names?
Monica.
Yeah, what names do I hate? And there are a few.
Hustle?
No, I don't hate that name.
Frog hat?
No.
Truman?
No.
Imagine having a little chat about how we're just going to speed along a little bit and get this done, and then a story about hating the name Monica. Go on, what is on your list of names you hate?
I can't say.
Why?
Because then people might get offended.
I bet I could guess. Go.
I bet you could too.
Graham.
Who's that? So what do we have? Is it finally the last match of the night?
Yes.
We got the bonus match of J. Joshua versus Leon Cage, and now we have the absolute last match of the night.
I thought you were going to say Absolute Maverick then. I was like, no, we covered that already.
The Absolute Championship.
Yes.
Cool.
Sexy Alsatian.
This is the one that currently just resides in Reading.
Yes. At the, I think possibly even just at the Double Barrelled for now.
Mm.
last time out at the Smoking Barrel show,
Yeah,
and we've covered this a number of times, but it's still so unbelievable that we had Hustle Malone, the absolute champion, before he took the belt, fall out of the ring and look like
that was horrifying.
his day was over and possibly his career.
Yeah.
The X gets thrown up. Everyone's craning their necks to see what's going on. He's being carried away and then slides back in the ring as everyone looks the other way. Turns the tables, low blow to Mr. Truman Roswell. 1, 2, 3 for the belt.
How can you go out of the ring like that on purpose? Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Anyway, we've done that. Move on.
But this is the rematch.
Didn't see it.
Didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Did Monica see it?
I don't know. Obviously, a very disliked person.
If you think of the name Monica, does her or friends instantly come to that?
Yeah.
Connie Cox. What about
Yeah,
Monica
yeah.
Sellers?
No.
Is she the one that got stabbed?
What about Lewinsky?
I do not remember that woman. Right, we are wearing our frog hats.
Yeah.
We are ready to discuss the match.
Yeah.
We had the rematch, which was a no disqualification, a cinematic street fight, but indoors.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to go outside.
You don't want to be out in the rain, do you?
No, it was raining that day as well, wasn't it?
Heaving down.
It wasn't fun.
No.
Especially as I didn't bring anything but my frog hat.
Yeah.
I was wearing other clothes.
But if it's ultimate protection, then that would have been all right.
Yeah, from cosmic rays, but not from rain.
Yeah.
Or that fella at the end.
I don't remember. I might not have been wearing anything. So Truman comes out. He's dressed as Neo for the Matrix, and I've brought along some special stuff for Dan to help him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in the car after the evening as well. I don't know. All that tape was in there. Don't know where that came from.
It is.
Yeah, take the red pills down.
Did you have any of these?
Hmm?
Did you have any of these?
I think you took the blue one.
Definitely wasn't a red one. So he's looking great, coming out in his long coat and his glasses, and then out comes the champion, Hustle Malone, on a red carpet with the rope across the entrance, surrounded by paparazzi.
Yeah.
Snapping all their way through the match. I think at one point Truman points out that one of the paps hasn't taken his lens cap off yet, which is to be expected. But yeah. No
They followed him
disqualification.
everywhere, didn't they?
They did. They were getting in the way,
They
and
were
not in a good shiny trouser green.
No.
They were just in the way the whole time. So yeah, Truman's Neo, and Mr. Malone comes out Kill Bill style, not only with his
The yellow jumpsuit.
in the yellow jumpsuit, but with the katana as well.
Was that true? Oh, sorry, I was joking. Fair enough. How excited.
Hustle can rock any outfit though.
No, fair play to him.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would look like if I was wearing it.
I can. That would be hilarious. Do it.
Thanks.
Do it. Do it.
I can't. All my self-esteem's just been ripped from me now you said that.
I didn't do it like a bad thing. It would be great.
It would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
You didn't like the name Dan.
Honestly, I think you should do it. I think it should be fancy dress for reviews.
Frog hat's not enough.
No.
Well, this is fancy dress. I'm wearing a t-shirt, whereas normally I have to wear a suit now.
Yeah.
New job, responsibility, respectability. Put a video out. 5 tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
Good news. Right.
Men give me blue pills. Taped up and a big wobbling. Anyway.
So it's the first defence for the protagonist, and he comes into the ring and he says to Mr. Roswell, "Sorry about your balls,"
That was it.
which is nice of him.
Oh, from when he punched them.
From when he punched the testy clay, Truman's testy clay, into orbit.
See, I've got a vision in my head of like, you know, those like strength machines that you have to just like, but testicular.
Truman above it. Yes.
We'll leave you with that. I mean, we'll carry on doing the review. There's plenty of opportunities for low blows in this.
Yes.
and some of them are taken.
Yes.
There's no shake of hands before
There's lots of
the bell.
testicular punching. A lot.
Yeah, and sometimes with a big green fist.
Yes. Yes.
But I mean, the whole can seemed to have some padding on it, because it didn't seem to have as big effect as you would have otherwise thought.
Well, I think because Mr. Roswell became a bit savvy to it, didn't he? And blockaded said testicles from a pummeling. And so then Hustle was there like...
kicking him, punching him, and Truman's smiling.
Yeah, and he's like,
So you're going to take one of those?
Have I already had one?
Well, I hope not,
lost my
because
mind.
now's the time we reveal that Truman had protected his nether regions with a big bag of red pills.
Yes. These ones.
Yes, the Truman Musk.
They have
Kind of just examined that in such a way.
Put that one back down. We get a table. A request for tables. Do you want tables? Yes, we want tables.
Yep.
Tables that say "Reboot Madam Web."
Yes.
Which Hustle disappears underneath, and then further under the ring, so Truman can't find him. How far does this rabbit hole go? And while he's looking for Truman under the ring, he appears around the other side, dressed as T.E. Oh, it's E.T. with the mask on backwards. See?
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, and the boss found that absolutely hilarious.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah,
I loved that, but she was so happy.
She was hysterical, and then Truman tried to punch the mask round the right way on Hustle's face, which was great as well.
Yes.
Wandering around with a big green fist and an ET mask on back to front.
Yeah.
Do you like that? And then, back in the ring, more cinematic references. The lightsabers have come out.
Oh, yeah.
They're thrown in the ring. But then baby Yoda Grogu comes out and Hustle just punts it into orbit. If you had any doubt that Hustle was the most hated man in Reading, side quest.
That was...
And
Tommy Carr. And no one dare say anything bad about Safire, not that she'd care. But he punts Grogu into orbit, and there's no man there to save him. Absolutely deflated at that point.
Yeah. They had a lot of enemies at that moment, didn't they?
Absolutely. A chair comes out. We get lots of chair shots, and then we get another chair shot, which he says this is a sequel. But sequel, it was just not really a sequel, was it?
It was a reboot.
Just a reboot. It's just the same thing over and over again. And then he goes for the trilogy and succeeds. Again, just another reboot. Proper ouch. Whacks the ET mask on Truman as well, and then using some amazing sixth sense, Truman avoids getting hit, and I think plants a stunner on Hustle as well. ET-ESP.
And at this point, is there not red pills like all over the ring as well?
At some point, all the red pills are everywhere, stuck to the backs of the protagonist, the antagonist. And even the paparazzi have come into the ring at this point to get decked with a set of nunchucks. And that was pretty impressive, because Truman was proper savvy with those.
It was, wasn't he? And couldn't really see. So, kudos to Truman. They all deserved a bit of a punch, to be honest, because they were very annoying. So.
Yeah, they were in people's way. But I mean, Old Spice wasn't spotted by these guys wandering around.
No, didn't remember.
Close up, hustle over here. Heck off.
Exactly.
A lot of you.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Distracting Y2 Grey as well. They're all like this, and he's just watching them, forgetting to take photos, because basically these guys are in his way doing his job.
Yep.
Just
Wasn't needed. Wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed. Well, apart from the guy who had to take the lens cap off. Not doing a proper job at all. So Hustle gets beaten up. The entourage get beaten up. Things are looking up.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to have a new champion Truman as well. How does it end up?
Not like that.
No. We have a little bit. I think before the red pills are introduced, we have a Reservoir Dogs moment. Music plays, do. Yeah, and that's when he slowly approaches him and then rushes in and kicks him straight between the legs.
Yes.
And as he's celebrating that he's won, that's when the red pills are revealed, and he gets fed the red pills as well.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
And God knows what happens from there on out. I don't remember. I think that's the point where I've swallowed something as well.
Yeah.
For the first time that evening, I would say.
What did you swallow? I got in a car with him. No wonder he went well.
I drove you home. Truman, I think, at some point said, "This is madness." And then Tussle says, "No, this is Sparta," and throws them through a table. It's not how, I don't remember in 300 them throwing them through tables.
I don't think I've seen that.
They probably built tables out of people.
Yeah.
They throw babies off cliffs in that film.
What?
And they dignitaries down holes and stuff like that.
That I can get on board with, but not babies up cliffs. That's just me.
Just meanie peggery.
Yeah.
I never watched it because I think it looked as good as Gladiator.
Exactly this. Did not have Joaquin Phoenix in it.
Yeah, new Gladiator film. Gladiator 2's coming out.
What,
Or
why?
Gladiator II.
Right.
I've heard, right, in Gladiator II, that they have sharks in the Colosseum. Right? Yeah, they've got rhinos and tigers, bears and sharks, oh my. But how'd you get a shark in the Colosseum?
Well, I'm not going to
You
be
get in
watching
a
that then.
taxi.
Why?
I mean, they won him in the thing at the fair.
A great
Just
big,
took it in the
great big plastic bag.
yeah. And then it'll live for 2 days, and they have to flush it down the toilet.
I had a fish from the fair once, and it lasted for like 6 years. It kept flopping out of the tank, but it lasted.
It must have lived in your house.
Oh, it didn't live in
Just
my
trying
house.
to kill itself.
It lived in my nan's house, and that I can kind of
So
understand.
it lived at your nan's house.
Yeah.
And it lasted for 5 years.
6, I think.
Did it look a little bit different every time you went?
No, it didn't. This is the thing. It didn't. Because I didn't
Goldie's
particularly
got
want the
small
bloody thing, you know.
Like no one does.
I'm going to phone my dad in a minute and she's like, "Remember that fish from the fair?" And he'd be like, "Oh, that bloody thing wouldn't die." Yep.
I reckon what happens is the local aquarium just gives them all the fish for free. It just
Oh,
waits there.
Goldie's a pike. Lives in the garden.
So yeah, Gladiator I give it 3 Arnolds. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not going to be
Out of how
watching that.
many?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna,
6.5.
If there's sharks in it, no, just no.
Sharks. You know where those sharks are? They're kind of on land because the Colosseum's.
I
Oh,
don't know,
right,
but just no. They shouldn't be in anything, including the sea.
So that's a bit harsh.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah, especially not with your friends swimming the channel. There's just a jealous man, trying to foil her pursuits.
That from that film.
From that film.
Did you watch it yet?
I've got other things to do, like watch CBeebies or Bing Marathon again.
Oh.
Don't start.
Right. There's a chair that's put in the corner, the chair that was previously used in the Reservoir Dogs-esque skit. Truman avoids it, using his ESP again, and Hustle runs full pelt into it.
Yeah.
It delivers a spin side job? No. I think he delivers a spin side job, which has never, as yet, failed to gain a victory, to my recollection. I know Dan will be able to maybe check his brain.
One.
But just as Josh is about to do the 3 count, the Paps pull Josh out the ring.
They proper were. They proper were twats. Yeah.
And then Hustle pulls out the katana, posh word for a sword.
Yeah.
And there are no more pills left. Only 2 pills left. And they get the full pelt of the blade.
Yeah, that happened. I think that Truman is now a eunuch.
Did he get a sword to the Wilkins?
Yeah.
That's it.
What a dreadful way to lose.
And then he got his head put through the chair and got stunned and then pinned 1, 2, 3. Boo you, Hustle Malone.
Very
Still
big.
absolute champion. And absolutely something else as well.
Arse hat.
Not frog hat.
Not frog hat.
Arse hat.
Go back to what you were doing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Yeah, not the Street Fighters.
Not the Street Fighter stuff. It's toilet break time. Wafflers need to empty their bladders. Some old people don't need to go to the toilet because they have special pants on, which means they can do the full 3 hours here without moving. I'll go and empty the bag later. So some people are heading off to the toilet. We're heading off possibly for 24 hours or 48 hours. We'll be back with a preview of Monster Bash 3. Do stick around, and thank you. If you've got this far, you've done far more than you should have done.
Well done.
Stay in the know with the WO.
What are you doing?
I don't remember.